make some wicked honeycomb. So homemade honeycomb is one of the most funnest things you can do in the kitchen. You sort of caramelize your honey with sugar, you add your bicarb soda, and it just like expands, it reacts and bubbles up. It's super cool. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Super easy, but you got to be careful because it's hot. So let's make this honeycomb. So we've got some honey, sugar, a little bit of water to get the caramel started, and then some bicarb, and that's pretty much it. Best thing to do is get a tray or a non-stick pan, spray the hell out of it with oil, lay some paper down and spray it again, and that's what your honeycomb's going on to. I'm going to use these, and hopefully it turns out. Hopefully we get these little cool little honeycomb bites. So first step is to spray the hell out of it, so just with an oil spray.
Could you just do this with normal oil?
You could, yeah, you could use normal oil, but it's a lot easier to have a spray can of oil. You get like an even layer, you know you get heaps in there. Alright, so once your tray's sprayed, the next step is we're going to mix our honey, our sugar and our water together and make caramel. So, whack it on the stove and just give it a good mix. You want a high stove, so what you want to do is you want to melt the sugar and you want to turn it all into like a combined caramel. The liquid's evaporated and the sugar's turning into like caramel. This is the tricky part. With honeycomb, you don't want to take it too far because it's going to burn and be bitter, but you got to take it far enough that when it sets hard, like there's no liquid in the sugar. So we're sort of almost at the point. So you got to use your senses, you got to smell. Don't touch it because it's f***ing hot. Senses as in like smell and hear and look, don't touch. Ready to go, bicarb needs to go in.
Is it the size of the bubbles?
It's more of the colour. See it's starting to darken up a bit and the smell. I need to get this on now though before it...
Okay, do it quick.
Just I'd focus straight down here. So I'm going to throw bicarb in here and watch the reaction. Ready?
Yeah.
Really good mix. So this is what I mean. It's super fun. Spread it out. It's a pretty wicked reaction, you know, the way it sort of puffs up like that. So I'm going to whack it in the fridge just for a little bit to help it set, and then I'll pull it out. One thing with the honeycomb is once it's set and you popped it out of the fridge, store it in a dry container, airtight in a dark place, and it'll last a long, long time. If you leave it out, the moisture is going to get to it, it's going to fall apart and go moist and horrible. So, hard thing about caramels, honeycomb, how to clean it. Put some water in it, whack it on a low stove, and it'll all dilute back in the water. Tip it out, fill it back up, tip it out, fill it back up, and you'll have a clean pot in no time at all.
What's going on, bro?
We're hoping this pops out. I'm just going to give it a little twist and break it up. And let's see what comes out. I have a feeling a big mess. Sick.
Awesome.
So cool. Look at that. That's just a pretty cool photo. Can you hear that? Super awesome. So much fun. Really tasty. And you know what's really good? Dip them in chocolate.